So, I just got Princess Peach Showtime, and as I was playing through the game, which is very fun by the way, I realized she has 10 fantabulous outfits, so me drawing all 10 and a big drawing of 3. Let's go. First Peach we'll have is the Ninja Peach, so let's get a reference of her up. Alright, so I'm going to start off with a little circle and a guideline like always. I'm going to do a quick little jawline and cheek, and then a little ear for her where big bangs and big earrings are going to go. And what all Peaches have in common is the huge heart-shaped bangs that they have. So doodle those in real quick. Then she has like these little hair flaps. I don't really know how to describe that, but they're like on the side. So those are very fun to draw too. They're in every single one of Peach's outfits. I'm not going to draw her hands too detailed because if I'm going to draw 3 big ones, I'm going to save my detailing power for those. She has a pretty simple body. They all have like this hourglass shape, so you kind of just make a big box and then upside down box. She has like some baggy pants in this outfit, so those are very wide at the bottom and skinny at the top, and then she has like these boots kinda, but they're more like, it's like flip-flop boots. I don't really know what those are called. She also has like this mask scarf that covers up half her face, so not really even to her mouth, it's kind of just like right beneath her mouth. Then she has 2 long strands flowing behind her. So maybe I'll have to draw some other Peaches behind or over those. And then for her hair, it kind of looks like she put her hair in like a tube and then it just flows out behind her in a high ponytail. So tube first and then draw out the strands going backwards. This part's a little fluffier than that, might want to redraw that. Okay. And then these look like they're flowing backwards, so you gotta draw these at a fun angle. And then just make that ponytail a bit longer. Should I do her face? Yeah, I'm gonna go back and fix that. So just give her some eyelids to start with. Okay, yeah, that's a lot better. Well, there's 1 out of 10, Ninja Peach. Let's see, who should we draw next? I think Mermaid Peach should go right here. Her shoulders are kind of angled up in the reference, and then her side kind of bends in, and the mermaid tail is pretty basic, a nice flowing in line, and then it comes back up over the top, just like that. And the end pieces. Her shirt is basically like an upside down V-neck that has ruffles on it, so that's pretty easy to draw in. For her tail, I need to make it look more like fabric-y, like it's flowing through the water. So pretty much just add a few lines. There is Mermaid Peach. Since this video was going to be 150 minutes long, I'm going to time-lapse me drawing the other 8. So first we drew Dashing Thief Peach, which was very fun to draw. I loved her outfit and her design, and especially her level. That was a very fun level to play. And next we drew one of them, Cowgirl Peach, who kind of reminds me of the cow horns on her hat, reminds me of Tex from Cars. Next we have Pastry Peach, which I thought was a very funny name. Besides Dashing Thief Peach, this is one of my favorite levels too. Very, very fun levels. Since I ran out of room, I had to go to the next page where I draw Detective Peach. Her levels were very fun as well, and her outfits is one of my favorites. Next up was Figure Skater Peach, who I drew relatively quickly, so we move on to Mighty Peach next. Her outfit was another very fun one to draw. It was very simple, but I liked how robotic it looked, and it was just a very fun one. As of recording this video, I have not played the Kung Fu level yet, but I do love the design on her robe or tunic or whatever it is. The designers did a great job. And since there wasn't a lot of room left, there's a very tiny Swordsman Peach. Now back to real time. Alright, there's all 12. Not 12, 10. I give myself more credit than I deserve. Alright, so I think they all turned out pretty good, and I'm excited to see... Let's see, I think I want to draw Detective Peach. What other one looks fun? Maybe Mighty Peach? Let's do her. I can't choose between Baker Peach, Figure Skater Peach, and Cowgirl Peach. Yeah, let's go with Cowgirl. And I already drew Sword Fighter Peach, so I'm not going to count her as one of the 3. Alright, I got my other sketchbook, what I'm going to be drawing the actual big Peaches in. So let's get started with a sketch of Detective Peach. I think we're going to draw her pretty big, so we want her to fill up the whole page. So big circle, longer guideline. And since I don't want to copy like the exact pose, I have a Pinterest model and the reference picture. So we're going to be making my own pose. So I'm going to do a head-on pose. And like I said earlier, Peach has a very hourglass pose. We draw some lines going in the waistline, and then she wears like this kind of skirt dress pants. I don't really know. She has a bunch of layers on. Round out the bottom of the skirt. And to create the illusion that she's stepping forward, I'm going to bring this right leg in front of the left leg. Now to mark out her arms, gotta make sure they're the same length or else it'll look a bit silly. And make it go all the way out and add a little undetailed hand just for the final touch. Underneath her collar, she has like this small kind of wraparound cape. I don't really know what it is, but it looks cool. And then the ends of her coat has this nice thick border I need to add in, so follow that. And then there's two big buttons on the right side of her coat. Something doesn't look right about this. Oh, yeah, it's the legs. Alright, gotta get rid of those because the legs are not legging. Maybe if I angle it a little bit less, it'll fix it. That was not the fix. Alright, try again. Alright, maybe if I angle like the calf a little bit more. That should fix. Oh no, that's the worst one so far. Oh no. Okay, this is looking a little bit better. Maybe I just had to thicken it up a little bit. Okay, this is pretty good. I think I'll leave it at this. I think that this cape needs to be a little bit longer because it goes over her shoulders in the reference, so make that a little bit longer for her. And then her sleeve kind of flares at the end, so make that kind of drop down a little bit further towards her wrist. Okay, I'll fix this hand whenever I do the line art, but for now it's good. Alright, I'm just realizing I have not done the face yet, which is usually the first thing that I do. So, sketching her lips, and then her nose, which is just a circle. I don't have a really detailed style. Then her eyes with a nice top eyelid. They're kind of like half shut, or just smallish. Oh yeah, I need to mark out her hat so I know what level to do her bangs. So I'm going to mark that out. And then her bangs come out from the middle. And then the side bangs that loop around. Then her hat's split into like 3 sections. Like the front's lighter and the side pieces are darker. So the front piece is the widest and then the darker pieces are really small. And Peach does have 2 eyes. I should probably draw on the other one real quick. Alright, I'm liking that face. I think it looks pretty good. So draw the other side bang. And then the bottom of her coat also has this little rim, so I need to draw that in. It goes all the way across. You know what, on second thought, still don't like the legs. Gotta get rid of those. Alright, clean slate. What do I want to do with these legs? Maybe we can have her shifted onto one leg and then have the other leg just posing. Okay, so angle this leg to where it's kind of maybe facing in, like she's on her toe. Yeah, that looks good. And then this leg will just be a resting leg maybe. So bring that down and like a front toe. There we go, that's so much better. Okay, now I need to finally draw this hand. So it's gonna be holding the magnifying glass, so I gotta make it fit. Okay, I like that hand. I think that's the entire sketch. Now it is time for my handy dandy kneaded eraser because I need to lighten up my sketch. Finally time for coloring. I'm going to take C87 and lay down a base coat, if you will. This brown was absolutely perfect for the boots. Now for a base layer of the skin, make sure not to get the eyes. That would not be good. This is always the most stressful part, adding in the eyes. Make sure don't mess up. Alright, I didn't mess it up too bad. Now just to add eyelids will be good. But first, she needs some eyebrows. I'm pretty sure Peach has really thin eyebrows, but these are a little thick. Gotta make sure I don't mess up these lines. This can make or break the drawing. I'm gonna take the same marker and go back over all of this to clean it up just a little bit because it's looking a little bit streaky. Layer it up to make some shadows. Now to do some simple texturing to her hair so it doesn't look so flat. Some shine for you, and some over here, and here. Thought I was done, and then I realized I forgot to do the shoelaces, so I need to do those real quick. finish it off, I'm going to use my brush pen to make a cool outline, so just gotta follow the lines real carefully. Don't want to mess anything up. And done. Okay, sweet. Now we have Detective Peach. Now for the next one. Just gotta break it down to simple shapes. Leg, hip. Since it's Mighty Peach, I'm gonna try to go for a stretching her arm pose, make her look athletic. I don't know what these are for, but they look really cool, like all of the designs on the chest plates. I'm gonna draw those in real quick. And then her face shield has these cool end pieces. Then to round off the skirt, because it's not so sharp in the image. I think that's the whole sketch. This color is so perfect. Oh my gosh, I love that. Now very carefully I'm gonna line up the marker tip with the sketch. Make sure not to make it too thick. That would not be good. Alright, one more line. I think this gray would look really good with some cell shadings. I'm gonna go ahead and add that underneath the chest plate and everywhere else it needs. This gold looks so good in contrast to the red. Okay, sis is looking a little bit flat, so I need to give her some blush and maybe some nose detail. Oh, I don't know, do I do it? Oh, I don't know. Oh, there's no going back now. Okay, please look good, please look good, please look good. Oh, okay, this is actually looking pretty good. I thought I was going to cover it up completely. I thought it was going to be a lot worse than that. I added that line, and here she is, Mighty Peach. Like always, I'm simplifying the shapes until it looks like a body. I need to add that going backwards, kind of. And fix this shin and calf, and then add her toe, looking like it's kind of pointing up. Yeah, that looks good. And here's the fun part, add in her big old cowgirl hat. Now to doodle in the chaps. They kind of flare at the bottom, so gotta make sure they're tight at the top, then flare out towards the ankles like that. Okay, and also you want it wider on one side so that it looks like it's flowing, and same thing on the other side, skinny at the top. Don't forget the actual opening at the top, and then make it flare towards the bottom. Yeah, that looks good. And can't forget her long, luscious ponytail. All that's left is to follow the line and get the knee shape and then flare it. The other side. This ponytail also needs some texturing. Gotta get that done real quick. All I have left to do is take this fine liner and give it one last touch. There she is, Cowgirl Peach. And there we have it. All 10 Princess Peaches as well as 4 big ones. We have the swordsman, the detective, which I absolutely love. I think she turned out fantastic and I can't wait to draw her again. We have Mighty Peach, which I also love. She turned out so good. And then Cowgirl Peach. Her head's a little bit big, but she's fine. Hope you enjoyed. See you again soon.